In the summer of 2013, Mercedes approached me about building a new dealership in the technology corridor in Boston. Having lived in this market for 12 years, I knew there was no question that Burlington, Massachusetts was the place we wanted to be. Burlington is a town that's rich in history. This is a town that has character, it's got soul, and our building had to match that character and soul. And just like we do when we operate our business, it's extraordinarily important to listen to your client. So we went out, listened, and really took the time to understand exactly what would make the project viable.
Whenever a question was asked, someone always had the answer. The answers were consistent, and they were able to give us the information we were looking for.
People are held to a little higher standard when they come to Burlington. It's certainly about business, but it's also part about being involved in the community. And Bernie struck us as one of those that understands the team concept and is willing to get involved.
We're not just here to finish the dealership and we all move on. It's definitely a partnership moving forward.
From the onset, they appreciated that the planning department would not approve the traditional design of the prototype Mercedes building. And so I think Bernie was faced with, well, how do I go about approaching Mercedes USA to request a one-off?
We literally went to the president of Mercedes-Benz and asked him to see if there was a possibility to make the building not look the way every other Mercedes dealership in the world looks like. We wanted to have a New England character.
You can really appreciate that they took into consideration everything that the town was looking for, and I think have married beautifully into what's going on around them.
You know, we were always told that we wanted this area to be the gateway to Burlington. The buildings that were here certainly were not the gateway to Burlington.
Driving up, hardly ever noticed it. When it came down, hardly ever remembered what was there.
Today marks an important milestone for our project. Today really is about shifting from planning mode into actually finishing the project. And like we said from the moment we got to Burlington, is that we wanted to make this truly be Mercedes-Benz of Burlington. This property hadn't been touched in over 50 years. It had sanitation lines that were old. It had, God knows, we lost count how many buried tanks and soil problems. We wiped out the entire subsurface of this property.
It has moved well, and it's moved along at the pace that they wanted it to. Not by cutting corners, but by doing what the town has asked and what they need to do to get this project done on a timely basis.
I have to say I've been very impressed. The development has gone quite quickly. Once Bernie and the team broke ground, I think it was one of those things that as you saw it build out, it was really impressive to see. When a developer or a business owner comes into a community for the first time, there's always that element of unknown, and honestly, Bernie and his team nailed it.
There's definitely something there that you want to notice. You take a look at it, and there's a little wow factor.
Oh, I think it's a beautiful building. You know, I've been watching it as it goes through, and I mean, they have met all of their promises.
You really see that what Bernie Moreno had proposed is really what he's done. Sort of in the old say, he's really walking the talk.
I made it a personal goal. I didn't tell anybody, but in my head I said, I want one thing to happen. When this project is over, I want to know that there wasn't one single solitary call, complaint, ill word about this project, not one. And I'm happy to say we hit that goal. The founder of Mercedes-Benz, Gottlieb Daimler, had an expression, and he said, the best or nothing. And what we try to do here at Mercedes-Benz of Burlington in every aspect of our business, whether it's working with the community, delivering service to our clients, we keep that saying in mind, the best or nothing.